So welcome once again, everyone, to our Monday night meeting place call. I'm your host, Terry St. Ammon. I've been with the Super Patch Company as the Super Patch Company since its inception on January 14th, 2023, but I've been with the company itself since before its inception, before it became a company way back in 2015, and then was actually established in 2016. So been around here for a while and seen a lot of changes, seen a lot of ups and downs, but most importantly, I've made a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, and along with your help, we've helped a lot of people, and that's important. That is the key value. We have changed the lives of a lot of people, and don't ever forget that. A lot of you people that are on here that are original gangsters, back in the day, Kevin Duguay, Jen Moyer, Vicky Swan, Carol Rumkema, a lot of us, too many to name for sure, but we've made a difference in a lot of people's lives, and that's really what this journey for me and a lot of you, I'm sure, started with. Now, I've had a lot of discussions with, people that have been with me from the beginning of this. Paul Austin is one of those guys. Paul has been a friend of mine for 25 plus years. And, we've done a lot of things together. We've been in bricks and mortar businesses. I was a manufacturer. He was a client of mine. We've done a lot of things together. But over the years, we've had to learn. We've had to be open and learn about this thing called network marketing. None of us came from a background of network marketing. We tried to do our best to lead. We tried to do our best to share and learn as we were doing. We certainly are the furthest thing from perfect. And I always feel that sometimes I want to be the dumbest guy in the room, because then I feel I can really, really learn. And I think we've all felt that way at times, that we want to learn, and we have to be coachable and we have to be open. So we were discussing our group called Team Patchination, and Team Patchination was originally called Team Voxination. And when we came up with the original name back when it was Vox Life, we had a play on the word vaccination, believe it or not. And look what vaccinations are today. I mean, my goodness. But we changed Vax to Vox, and we had it Team Voxination. So that's where we came up with the name. And then when Jay pivoted as a company and changed and upgraded the technology to patches, we just kept the name Team Voxination, which was the original group in the company. It was the original Facebook group in the company. And some of you will remember it was the original group. We had Vox Life Post Ideas. We had a group called Vox Life Post Ideas, where we all shared posts in there that we could all mutually share and help each other, because way back when it was, about team. It was about, helping each other, and we didn't care about downlines, sidelines, uplines. We were all business partners. We were all working together. But a lot of times we all became the blind leading the blind at times. And I was just as guilty as that, but I was open to learn. I was open to continue to fail and to continue to work on my skills. And I think Paul was the same way. I mean, Paul and I are different personalities, but sometimes different personalities work very, very well together. And Paul's a hardworking guy. He has a passion for this business. He has a passion for being successful, to take care of his family, his two lovely girls, Kayla and Ella, and his wife, Julie. He's worked very hard and stayed along with a lot of you through the ups and downs and the changes, and the pros and cons of change with anything in life weigh heavy at times. They weigh very, very heavy. And I put a post up today that really struck me in the team page, that, if you need encouragement, you shouldn't be an entrepreneur, by Elon Musk. And that really struck me, that a lot of times if we want to be entrepreneurs, or we call ourselves entrepreneurs, but we always need that, that it's like we're looking more for the encouragement than we are at doing the work. And that really sort of struck me, and I wanted to put that in there for you people to ponder as well. But as Paul and I talked about this group, there's been a lot of stuff in this group over the years with 15,000 people in there. There's been a lot of people that are in there that aren't doing anything anymore, that were in there, that were back in the days of Vox Life when we first started. There's old material in the files tab. There's old trainings in there. And we felt it was really time to sort of try and identify the people that really want to engage in this, the people that want to build the business, the people that are coachable, the people that really want to learn. And that doesn't mean that you can't be in the group if you're not building. What it means is that if you're going to be in this group, you better be participating and supporting. Now, I've been doing calls for a long time and, inviting people to calls. And when, you tell people you have 15,000 people in your group and you have 30 show up for a call, it doesn't really bode well. I'd rather have 400 in the group and have 40 show up. At least that gives me a 10% ratio. So we're really looking at, the idea was really to purge the group and see who is still engaged, see who is still wanting to learn how to build the business, seeing who wants to stay with what corporate is doing and what corporate is teaching as far as business building. But it's really focused to help you guys so that we can support you to the best of our ability with three-way calls, with helping you put events together, whether that means flying out to your location and speaking if that's a need that you have, doing an online presentation. We do this meeting place call and try and bring value every week to this call. And we also do an opportunity call every Thursday night. It used to be Tuesdays. We switched it to Thursdays. And we're looking for those that want to link arms with us and build the business. So the first task we did was put a post in the team page with as clear and complete instructions as we thought was possible. And the instructions were, click on the link and you'll be prompted with a question that says, add your associate ID number. Well, out of 15,000, we've had over 375 people that have not done that. We've had, and people are looking at it and it just boggles my mind how people want to build a business and can't follow a single simple set of instructions. And the instructions were, put your associate ID number in. People saying, well, I don't know what mine is. Oh, sorry about your luck. See you later. Anyways, what is your associate ID number? Diane Dinkmeyer would be a name that came up. I'm like, no, that's not your sponsor. We didn't ask for sponsor. We asked for your associate ID number. So I'm only using Diane because that was just a recent one that I just saw. And Diane's a very good friend of mine. So Diane, apologize for bringing it in on that one. But what really surprises me is that people, we have to be able to take instruction, all of us. And when I see people that are just looking at it and not reading the post, not following a simple instruction, I really have to question myself, are they capable of doing this as a business? And I think everybody else would feel the same way. So what we're really trying to do is support you and be there for you and help you so that we all win together. Because if people on your team don't win, and the reality is in this business of, excuse me, I just want to mute some here. The reality is we have the choices of selling wholesale to retail. We have a new affiliate program that will be launching soon for influencers. So we can make money selling wholesale to retail, but if we want to make the kind of income that is sustainable for a lifestyle, then make no mistake about it, you have to build a team. You have to build a worldwide distribution network of people. In fact, I've been preaching this from the rooftops for the last 6 months. This company is built on an auto ship, just like every other network marketing company, but we have other avenues of revenue, like the CapEx customer acquisition program. But Jay on the leadership call today talked about a lot of people. This business is all about a lot of people buying 5 or 6 items or selling 5 or 6 items a month, because no one can do $100,000 in sales a month. Very, very rare to make the wholesale to retail. So what we want to do is be able to focus this group on business and hopefully get people's questions answered, have people that are willing to do this as a business to get on the call. Like when we think about the opportunity call, we see associates that don't feel like they have to be on the call. And there are the odd occasion where associates can't get on the call, but you say, well, I've heard the call 100 times. Well, if you heard it 100 times, you're ready to do it then. You're ready to come online and you're ready to present then, aren't you? If you've listened to it 100 times and you don't need to anymore. So if you want to build your business, you have to engage in your business. You have to be there. Your team will only do what you do. And so we want to give these people in this group the opportunity to decide whether they are building a business or whether they just want to. You'll still be allowed to be in the group. Don't get me wrong. If you are just marketing products and selling wholesale to retail, we want you there. But the focus of this group is going to be building this as a business. And in turn, when you build it as a business, you're going to help people and you're going to help more people. But we want people to be able to present the business, because a lot of times what I find in my time in this company, and this is the second network marketing company I've ever been in. And this really wasn't a network marketing company when we first started. It was sort of a network company that was like a wounded duck. But here we are today. And, thank goodness for Jay and his tenacity to stay focused. And sometimes being an original gangster, an original member, is a hell of a lot tougher than coming in that it would have been coming in the last 2 years, right? Because the original gangsters have to go back. They have to go back and talk to old warm market people, and it makes it sometimes difficult. But there is new ground. There's new ground available for all of us. We can find it in Europe. We can find it in the UK. We can find it in the growth of North America. And what did Jay do? Jay went looking for new ground. He went looking for new ground in Europe and found new ground, and there's growth there. So we can find new ground, each and every one of us. But we have to support each other. We have to be willing to learn. And we have to know that the only way to make, legacy, lifelong income in this business is to build a worldwide distribution network of people, just like Jay's doing, just like corporate's doing, right? That's my feeling. That's my opinion. That's what I've done to be successful. That's what I've done to be one of the top leaders in this company, as a national vice president in this company. But I don't want it for just me. I want it for everybody. And we can all do it together. So we wanted to weed out those. No offense to anybody. If it's not your gig, not your deal to want to build a business, no problem. No problem. You can start your own group. You can just sell product wholesale to retail. You can join this group as long as your membership is active and you have an associate ID number and you want to just sell products wholesale to retail. No problem. We're happy to have you in this group. We just want you to know that the focus of this group is going to be to help people build what corporate is building. If I'm going to duplicate anything in network marketing, I'm going to duplicate what the company's doing. And the company's building a worldwide distribution network of people. That's why we're all here. We're people. We're in Jay's downline, right? He's the CEO, but I'm the CEO of my company. I'm the CEO of my company, and I'm going to build what Jay has built, starting with me. And so I think if we all understand, we all work together and understand the mechanics of this business, we can teach it. We can present it better so that we can qualify people that come into our team. Because a lot of us, I've been guilty of it myself. I signed somebody up and I haven't done a good job of bringing them on board. And I sit there and I think, oh, I've brought this person on board and oh my goodness, they're going to build me a huge organization. And I wonder why they don't do anything. Well, I haven't taught them anything. I haven't taught them about the the hat trick bonus. I haven't talked to them about the all-star bonus. I haven't talked to them about the comp plan. Um, I haven't done my job, and I'm guilty of it because I just wish that they would build it for me. And so consequently, they don't. And it's not because they're necessarily lazy, it's because they don't know what to do. So I'm the blind person who just led the blind person. I'm the blind leading the blind. And what I want is business people leading business people. Business, not everybody gets it, but it's teachable. And this is one of the most simplistic businesses to duplicate, in my opinion, if you understand the building blocks of the business. And I want to help. And I know Paul does as well. I don't know where Paul is. He might have had
I'm here now, buddy. Oh man.
so
No internet. I can't believe it happens at that time. So it seems stable. So
yeah, so
sorry, guys.
I'll just keep rolling. Glad you're here, pal. We've basically just I don't know how long you've been on now, but basically gave the premise of the group that this is we want to focus this on business. We want everybody to achieve the success that they want to achieve, but whatever that is that you want to achieve, you have to put the effort in, and this is a business. When we joined the Super Patch Company, we bought a business. And we bought a business, believe it or not, for whatever it was at the time you joined, $50 right now with free patches and maybe a kit. If you're buying your business now and you're building a business and you don't buy, you don't have somebody that, is looking at buying a kit to build a business, you have to really question, are they looking at doing this as a business, or are they doing it as a hobby? Or are they doing it because they just want to be part of the culture? Or are they doing it because they want to, share product with a few friends and family? And that's okay. But this group, Patchination, not team Patchination, Patchination. That's what we're doing. That's what every one of us are doing here. We're going to patch a nation of people. And in the process, we're going to learn what this business is. We're going to learn how to present the business to a potential new business partner so that it's not the blind leading the blind. We're going to have knowledge, and we're going to share the knowledge, and we're going to be able to go through those. And we need support. Paul and I, as leaders in here, do you know, in 8 years in this business, I've asked people to step up, and not one person has stepped up unless I've phoned them and asked them. Now, I'll tell you a little story about action. I've just signed up a gentleman recently who told me, who spoke on a stage. And he said on the stage one day, he held up $100 bill in front of 400 people. And he said, who here would love to have this $100 bill by show of hands? Everybody in the audience put up their hand. And what would you do to get it was the second question. And he stared at the audience. And it wasn't till after 1 minute of staring that finally one guy ran up to the stage and ripped the $100 bill out of his hand. And he congratulated the guy. He said, of 400 people in here, there's only one person took action to get that $100 bill. So I want this group to be about action. I want success, and so does Paul. We want success for every one of you in here that you want to achieve. But it takes action. It takes support. It takes joining in. And the reason we're starting this group is we are doing a purge of all the old stuff that was in the old group. We're starting fresh, and we're linking arms with those that want to rock and roll, those that want to run with this, those that are open, including me being open to coaching, to whatever. That's the way we want to roll. Paul?
Yeah, 100%, guys. I just relate it back to the simple fact of okay, we love customers and all that, and we respect everybody, whether you're building a customer base, you're here for community because that's number one, or you're here to build a big business, a medium-sized business, whatever that is. It's all dependent on where you want to take it. And we respect everybody in that regard. But if you're thinking you're going to build this great big business by almost being like a hot dog sausage vendor on the corner of a street and just pack at a time, pack at a time, pack at a time. I'm sorry, but that's not going to cut it. You need a whole bunch of people out there doing a little bit everywhere. And it truly is. You got to link arms, you got to find the people. And we're always afraid to talk about the business. We're always, and for a lot of years, we were always about the Kleenex moments and the, oh my gosh, look what it's doing and all that. And that's what it does. And we know that. We just say we help 2 million people almost. We have FDA this, we have studies done. We don't really need to go, oh, here's a testimonial. Like if someone's looking for a business, they're looking for something unique, different, especially right now. It's crazy how many people are looking for a new opportunity. And we have it right here. So we need to start telling people about it, that it does exist, that it is here. And we have to come together as a group cohesively. So we wanted to make sure who's serious, who's here. We wiped the group out of 13,000, 14,500 people, and it's the same 84 on the call. We know who's kind of working it, but we need to condense, get rid of the old information, get excited about the new information, but work together cohesively. That means if there's a call like right now, you need to be on it if you can be on it, but make it a priority. The call on Thursday night, make it a priority. I don't care if you have guests. Half the time I'm presenting, I don't have any guests on the call. It's I'm just there, I'm showing up, I'm doing it. That's what we have to do. And we all have to come together. If there's 20 people on an opportunity call and you bring people there, I'm sorry, but that doesn't look too good. If we could get 100 people dedicated there, that's our mission. We need 100 people there plus guests. That looks exciting. That looks amazing. And that is happening. We just need to figure out how we're going to do that, figure out who's who, who's ready to rock, and we're ready to roll with you. And we want to do this together, and we have to do it together. That's how we're going to get to the billion people. And it's how Europe's doing it. It's how all these teams that are growing, there's systems, there's things, there's the boot camp. We're going to learn a ton of stuff. We got to take this to the next level and stop playing small. So it's time to go. Talk about the business. Don't be afraid, because just like people are looking for a solution to a problem for their health, they're also looking for a solution to their finances, for their wealth. So you can't be afraid to talk about it online. Oh, my friends might think that, well, when your friends pay your rent, pay your mortgage, pay your phone bill, pay all that stuff, then you start listening to those people. But if they're not, then buckle up, let's go. I'm ready to rock.
One of the things that
Let's go.
one of the things, people go to shows, do a lot of shows, and I totally respect that. I'm not a show guy. But people go and do shows. I have 100% respect for that. They find new leads there. They get product on people. That's all part of the game. But what if you went to a show with the perspective of not selling patches, about selling the business? What if you went to a show and your perspective was, would $300 to $500 make a difference in your household? Ask me how. Simple sign on your booth. And you looked at your job, you went to that show, and your job for corporate was to sell 3 franchises. That's 3 businesses. But you can't sell a franchise if you don't know how to build it. You can't sell a Tim Hortons franchise if you don't know how Tim Hortons operates. So it's a different mindset that we got to shift from people to building and copying and duplicating what Jay's doing. Building a worldwide distribution network of people like me and you and Paul and Carol and Karen Smith and Paul Vanavan and all you lovely people on here. We're all passionate about the products, but we have to present the business. We have to ask that question. We have to ask that question. What would it mean? Nobody likes to ever admit they're broke, because we have a thing called pride, which is one of the 7 deadly sins. But nobody likes, everybody's guilty of it. We're all flesh. We're all prideful. We all don't want to necessarily admit that we're hurting. But what if we ask the question silently at a show? Right? What if your job at the show was selling the business? Patches were the bonus. Mindset shift, right? So these are just some of the things. Paul and I are talking about doing once a week a power hour, where we have people join and we come for 1 hour to work. We come for 1 hour and we do tasks, all of us. Okay, I'm going to reach out. Here's my task list. I'm going to reach out to 5 people this week. I'm going to pick up the phone. I know the business. I know how to present it now. I'm going to ask them that question. Different things that we're talking about doing to not only help our business, and make no mistake about it, people, you sign somebody up, your success is predicated on theirs. If they're not successful and you bring them on, you're not going to be successful. You'll go back to what? Wholesale to retail, right? And so we're all guilty of making mistakes, and nobody has the perfect answer in network marketing, but I'm pivoting. Paul's pivoting. And those of you that want to join arms with us in this group, we'd love to have you. I know there's people in this group that can teach me some things. I'm open to learn. Man, if you got something that can help me, please don't be shy. If you feel that I could improve on something, then please let's do this. So that's the reason we're switching the group. We're going to give a hardline date as of October 1st. We're archiving Team Patchination. So let your team players know we're archiving Team Patchination as of October 1st. Anybody that tries to join the new group and doesn't answer the question, you have 24 hours. If somebody joins and doesn't answer the question in 24 hours, we're going to be declined. I don't have time to be looking at the Facebook page all day long to see who's doing it right and doing it wrong.
Let me just jump in there, Terry. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt on that topic. So guys, the best bet here is add them to these groups in real time as you're actually communicating with them, say on Messenger or text, or you have them on the phone. Just simply say, I just sent you the request. Ping, they'll see it. If they don't look at their phone until 12, 24, 48 hours later, that notification is 8 billion down. You know how Facebook works. So just simply, hi, there it is, you got it. Okay, you put your ID number in. Excellent, you'll get approved. Same with the testimonials group. Just do it in real time. You'll save yourself the headache. But for us to have to give up 350 people because they didn't enter it, it just proves that just do it in real time. They're going to miss it. And that's what's happening.
Yeah. Great point, Paul. It's real time. And those are some of the things that we'll, talk about with training. We're getting some really amazing people joining this company. And, I'm grateful for that too, because I'm learning. And I know Paul is learning, and I think that's for all of us. We have to be open to continue to learn to grow our businesses, and we got some great people that are joining us that can give a lot of input into helping our success as well. So that's sort of where it's at this point. Again, it's October 1st. Now let's open it up if anybody has a couple questions. I saw that. I think
Delaire had his hand up there. Could you also give me co-host? I have to share a slide that for the event, if you don't mind.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Sorry, I wasn't on in the beginning, so.
Yeah, well, you're still learning too, so.
Yeah.
Make co-host. Okay, you're co-host now.
Okay.
Now you have controls too. So I think Robin and Mike had their hand up, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Terry. Actually,
Hey,
Terry,
Mike, Robin, how you doing?
awesome. We just honestly just really want to jump out and just thank you and Paul for creating this group. I know we're super excited and we're fairly new to the group, but one thing we're really excited about is sharing the business part of Super Patch and being able to attract people to a group like what you're creating with the business training. And I just think it's absolutely awesome. We're excited about it, and the fact that Super Patch, we got 12, almost 13 solutions, and the business side of it is just that other solution that I think is going to radically change the quality of millions of people's lives and the way you guys are spearheading it. We just really appreciate that. Thanks.
No, thanks, Mike, Robin. We're grateful to have you guys here too. And I've known Mike and Robin, and Paul's known them for a number of years, probably since 2015 or 14. I don't want to give away our age, guys, but anyways,
Yeah, probably.
we're
Thanks, guys.
we're grateful that you're both here, and we'll be leaning to you guys for some wisdom as well. So thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
So, guys, we just have a little bit of announcement. Anybody can still say whatever you need to. Jay is actually coming to the event on October 19th now. He originally said he couldn't. Now he has told us he can. That's amazing. We just can't wait for this. So, this is it, guys. We're here. We're going to Oakville. It's right at Trafalgar and the 403. Simple to get to. $20 before October or September 30th. And it's $25 after that. So guys, let's just sell this out, get the tickets sold. Let's fill this room. Let's, get excited about it. And to have Jay there is rare. I mean, he's doing this, and he will have just done a massive tour of Europe and all that. So he'll be bringing back a bunch of different information about how exciting it was there and all that stuff. So we'd love to have you. It's 4 hours. It's going to be awesome, and there's going to be some prizes and different things like that. So, start the invites, get your tickets, and let's put it to capacity and standing room only.
Yeah, we're going to do this on a regular basis too. And this is how we originally started building with Fox Life way back when, and now we're going to get back to it. We had COVID and a number of things that we've all been through together. So these events, in-person events, are the way to go. The excitement that's created at an event, the feel, the vibe. And if you as leaders start to do yours in your area, we'll support you. We'll support you in that and help you put an event together. And I'll tell you what, if you get 100 people in a room, to 150 people in a room, Jay will fly there. We've seen it before, and let's leverage him. Let's leverage him. Let's get our guests there to meet the inventor of this product. Let's fill this room with people and get it to standing room only, and let's feel the vibe. So to wrap up, we don't want to keep you any longer. To wrap up, this is the new group, Patchination. Make sure that your team invite people in real time. Make sure that they're aware. Put in their associate number. They'll get into the group. They'll be approved into the group. If they go 24 hours and they haven't done it, they'll be declined. And they'll have to search for it again, or they'll have to go through the same exercise, or you'll have to go through the same exercise with your team. It's a very simple request and a very simple instruction to follow. And so that's the platform to start, whether you're coachable and can do it or not. So we're excited for where this is going to go. I hope you guys are all excited for where it's going to go. And we look forward to everybody's support. Does anybody have any questions before we go? You can just click on the bottom there and put your hand up if you want. If not, then we'll let everybody go.
And whoever bought a ticket for the event that got postponed because the hotel messed everything up, it's that ticket transfers to this new event. You'll see the date has switched. If you go to your Eventbrite ticket, it does it automatically. So you'll see that it's good for that event.
Yeah, and if you go in to get a guest ticket, you just have to wait till you have the guest name. You're going to Eventbrite link and put the name, because what we don't want is people saying, "Oh, I'm bringing 5 guests," and they don't bring any, or they, bring one and they've got 4 seats taken up. So you want to have the guest names, put the guest names in there. We know that cancellations happen. We understand. And generally with events, this has been my experience and Paul's, and I'm sure some of you other people that have done it, you have a 30% no-show ratio. And that's both with associates and guests. It runs about 30%. So that's the figures that we've had. And I've done probably 20 events. And that's the ratio holds pretty tight to 30% no-show. Okay. So anyways, looking forward to having you guys link arms with us. Let's build this together. Let's do it right. And let's eliminate the blind leading the blind. Let's be the business people leading the business people. And away we go. Change lives. Okay, guys. Thanks very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Paul, don't forget about the opportunity call Thursday. Let's get people on that call. Get 100 people on the opportunity call, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Thursday. 15 to 20-minute call. That's what we got it down to. So
Yeah. In and out.
in and out. So, okay, guys, good night. Thanks for taking the time to be with us tonight. We really appreciate everyone in here. Thanks very much.
Thanks again, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.